Next, we'll talk about the initial appearance. If someone is arrested on a felony charge and they are taken down to the police station, they have to get in front of a judge within 24 hours. If you don't have an initial appearance or an IA, then essentially the charges need to be dropped and the person needs to be let go. It's a very serious window. Doesn't matter if it happens on a Saturday or Sunday. That 24-hour time period is very, very important. And the police have to transport the individual to court, and they have to have their initial appearance. The initial appearance is not a very fancy appearance. It isn't something that takes a long time. The goal of the initial appearance is to obtain the name of the defendant, make sure the defendant is aware of the charges against them, and also set release conditions. And the judge will look at the charges, will determine whether or not the person has stable community ties, whether or not they live here in the United States or in Arizona. And based on that and the severity of the charges, they will determine what the release conditions are. If you look at the table of contents, there is another section where I will be talking about release conditions. And there are basically 4 different types of release conditions that a judge can issue. Once a person has their initial appearance, within 48 hours of that initial appearance, the prosecutor then has to submit charges. They have to submit a direct complaint. And if they don't do that, then the case can be thrown out. So again, if you are arrested by the police, they've got 24 hours to get you in front of a judge. The judge then has to determine whether or not the person should be released either on bond or on their own recognizance. Within that time period, once they are initialed, once they have their initial appearance, then it's 48 hours for the prosecutor to file charges. If they don't file charges, then all bets are off and the case is dismissed for the time being.